You could say this will be the day we've waited for. I'm not sorry.
Damn it, Barb!
But the hype is indeed real. Volume 5's right around the corner, and you're damn right I'ma have a grand old time seeing it in theaters. Could I just wait a few days till it's out and save my money? Yeah, I could do that. But damn it, guys, let me pretend I have some semblance of a social life. So to celebrate this most splendid time, I've decided to look back on the show's humble origins and tear it to f***ing shreds. This is how I show affection. Spoilers beware! So we've got our main 4 girls. Ruby, the girl with
silver eyes.
Are they important? Yes. Are they ever explained? You bet your sweet guns they ain't. Weiss, who kinda starts off a spoiled rich bitch, but then progresses into a sweet, kind, innocent child with a fam who must be protected at all costs, and if you insult her, I will fight you to the f***ing death. Stay away from me and my daughter! Blake, who is totally not a cat. Nope. It's totally just a bow. And Yang, the fun mom.
Sir.
And that's kinda it for right now.
You monster!
Oh, she's so fun. Along with them, you've got Gender Bent Achilles, Gender Bent Joan of Arc, Gender Bent Thor, Gender Bent Mulan, Shirtless for No Reason Monkey King, Supercharged Pinocchio, who is also gender bent, Homicidal Pyromaniac Cinderella, Strangely Chill Wizard of Oz, Incredibly Pissed Off Glinda the Good Witch, no, literally, Master Applier of Guy Liner, Roman Torchwick, Cute Little Bun Bun Velvet, and the biggest pieces of you'll ever damn meet.
Please stop.
I told you it was real.
What a freak.
Team Coffee will hear of this. Oh, and some cute animals. Oh, so adorable. Our story takes place in the world of Remnant, which is kind of a shithole. The creatures of Grimm, those lovely little jump scare demons, infest most of the planet, and only 4 kingdoms have managed to survive. Mistral, Atlas, Vacuo, and the setting for our first 3 volumes, Vale. Well, there's also Menagerie, but we'll get there later, I promise, sweetie. To protect the people against the Grimm, the kingdoms train young warriors to become huntsmen and huntresses of the Huntsman Academies across the world. So one night in downtown Vale, our lead heroine in training, Ruby, is chillin', listening to her theme song like a total narcissist, even though it is a pretty damn good soundtrack, guys. Just fucking listen to the soundtrack. When the shop is held up by a local crime boss and lord of all that is fabulous, Roman Torchwick, as he harasses our dear, old, totally not secretly evil deity shopkeep. He just has a lot of identical twins, okay? Ruby busts out her scythe, fucks up Roman's lackeys, and chases after him. Unfortunately, some conveniently silhouetted bad bitch shows up and manages to buy enough time for her and Torchwick to escape. Glinda Goodwitch, a huntress and professor at the nearby Beacon Huntsman Academy, shows up to help Ruby, then reprimands her for thinking she can pull off some bullshit vigilante justice anime style without any repercussions whatsoever, kinda like a certain Avatar. But for real though, I love Korra. Till of course, Beacon's headmaster Osmond shows up and says, yeah, I'ma let you go to my school, no prob. On the inside, Glinda is just imagining all the violent things she could do to Oz. From there, we meet all our main crazies and get catapulted into the Emerald Forest of Death and Demons. Not even joking, guys. Osmond is kind of the worst headmaster like ever, and he's kind of a passive-aggressive dick.
But I look amongst you, and all I see is wasted energy.
God, what the fuck is this guy's problem? And the teams are formed. Team Ruby, Team Juniper, and Team Why the fuck are these douchebags still here? And from there it gets... meh. After some team bonding and some useless fucking episodes, oh my god, we find that yet another shop has been robbed. All the dust, a power source that can blow shit up, and all the colors of their death rainbow has been stolen, and Weiss blames it on the White Fang, once an activist group advocating for the rights of faunus, basically animal people, turned violent terrorist organization. Blake is like, what you talking about? And in no time, Ruby and Yang are caught in every political Facebook argument ever. Oh look, it's the 2016 election! We learn more about Weiss' struggles with her father, who's high-key a total piece of shit, by the way, since the White Fangs targeted her family's company, the Schnee Dust Corporation, for their treatment of faunus labor. Blake ends up revealing she was once a member of the White Fang, and we get one of the most emotional, but also not really a reveal because we figured this out eons ago, revelations ever. Blake's got kitty ears! Oh my god, so cute! So Blake befriends random shirtless boy with monkey tail and discovers Roman is working with the White Fang to steal large amounts of dust. Ruby and her new totally not a robot BFF, Penny, showed up to help, and after Torchwick escapes, the gang's all together again. Well, except Penny, she kinda gets super grounded. But Weiss and Blake make up in the most rushed, but hell, we'll take what we can get way possible. And the season's over. Oh, but Cinder also gets a face reveal, and Osmond gets some message about a queen having pawns, but I know all about chess, so I ain't about that life. Apart from its animation, Volume 1's primary issues are its lack of focus and its odd pacing. The first half of the season leads up to the team formations, and the second half is, well, it's there. Roman Torchwick serves as a pretty solid antagonist for both the first and last episodes, but in between, the villains don't really have much of a presence. Or any real presence. At all. But hey, we got archetypal bully characters who, for some godforsaken reason, get 4 entire episodes to their bullshit arc. Oh my god, why? Along with ambiguously teenage, maybe sort of young adult antics.
Bonsai!
Okay, but would Blake really be up for this? And we've also got Cardin, who counts as negative points. Good. Why? F this plot! The season's second half is really the place where I feel the show flounders. The plot with Jean trying to become a better leader doesn't really need that bullshit bully Cardin plot. Seriously, I know they're high school age, but they're practically in college. Why is this a thing? And could have been 2 episodes rather than 4. And while I do like the plot with Ruby and Weiss contrasts over Ruby being named the team leader, I feel the team needed something else before the finale. I think one of the bigger problems I noticed was sacrificing potential plot points and character development for the sake of comedy. Don't get me wrong, I really enjoy the comedy in this show. It makes the big emotional gut punch in Volume 3 feel even more soul-wrenching. But there's a line, and I feel Volume 1 takes that line and moves it all the way into the pits of Tartarus. Specifically, Blake's character feels like it keeps changing at the drop of a hat because of this. Like, she's all ready to cheer Weiss on in Chapter 10, but Weiss is a schnee. Why would Blake even try to be nice to her if she knows a schnee would feel the way she does about the faunus? Not to mention, it's Blake, and Blake is Grumpy Cat. Why is she suddenly a cheerful newborn kitten uncorrupted by the evils of the world? I mean, that'd be a great little character arc for her. You don't even have to make an entire episode, just show it in small little moments. But we haven't shown her bonding with her teammates enough to open up to them the way she does right out of the gate. Also, she and Ruby never hold a conversation after their initial meeting, and yes, that still bothers me, okay? Also, why is Blake suddenly so trusting of a guy she literally just met and spent a weekend with, not even talking to him? Why is Sun so intrigued by Blake? They literally never even spoke before he showed up during her sad cat scene. Where the f are Weiss and Yang during the fight at the docks? Why do Weiss and Blake not get a moment to put aside their differences and fight Torchwick together? Why do we not give our main team a moment to show how far they've come as a cohesive unit for our big finale? Why is Weiss saying she doesn't care a satisfactory ending to her 5-second anti-faunus arc? Why is this not the beginning of her redemption? Why not have her talking to Blake about what it's like having cat ears or about her life? Come on, guys, give us some shipping material! I ship everyone with everyone. It's fun and my ships are an armada. Get on my level. And on the note of the animation, it's actually not as bad as I remembered. Yeah, some moments are odd, but I think the art design along with the fight choreography more than make up for it. Even the infamous shadow people, I think, fit well with the aesthetic. And since they're only there for this volume, I can't really bitch too much on this one, but I will find other things to bitch about. All in all, I really enjoyed Volume 1. And I think revisiting it made me appreciate the show's origins much more, and low-key, very, very appreciative of Volume 5's new animation. Good gods, it looks gorgeous. It's incredibly flawed with many problems that could have been easily avoided, even taking into consideration the constrained budget and production timeline. But overall, Volume 1 is a bit of a rough patch that served as a decent introduction to RWBY's universe and story. If you haven't seen it, well, what the f are you doing here? I said there were spoilers, you inattentive child. But hey, go and watch it and listen to the soundtrack and join the RWBY fam. Or else. And now it's time for the moments that left me laughing so hard I died and came back to life because even death finds me too annoying to deal with.
It's a combat skirt. Yeah.
My girls, everyone. Huh, so that's why Crow took 2 volumes off.
It's about a man with 2 souls.
Foreshadowing mayhaps? I just really love that theme, okay?
Is she a man?
God bless you, Penny. Rip in pieces.
She's on the front of every Pumpkin Pete's Marshmallow Flakes box.
That's you?
Sadly, the cereal isn't very good for you.
Nor do they taste very good.
Save me. I don't need people to help me grow up. I drink milk.
You think you'll last in the salty Splatoon, little girl? Try Weenie Hut Jr.
Dear girl, confess to me your strife.
I think I should have been the leader of Team RWBY.
That's preposterous.
Oh, snap, crackle, pop!
That's wrong, by the way.
Okay, Bish, but what's the right answer then? Hello? Get your ice queen ass back here!
We'll break his legs.
I like this girl.
Do you always break the law without a second thought?
Hey, weren't you in a cult or something?
Why are there cults in every piece of media I consume?
Oh, for
Nobody move!
Hey, this is a kid's show, I think.
It survived!
I digress. Enjoy the review? Glad to hear it. Wanna murder me to release your anger, then sacrifice me to the internet gods? Hit the dislike button. It's still interaction. I'll be working hard on reviews for the next few volumes, so feel free to subscribe and stay tuned. You can also follow me on Twitter at Unicorn of War, Tumblr as the Red Star 1126, and read my reviews and editorials on my WordPress blog, Unicorn of War. I'm Unicorn of War, and this has been a shit show.